So my first question is, I was just looking at your numbers, and I could see that in the before in the call you had said that you've not taken any price hikes, and yet we've seen that, your margins have improved. I'm talking about the gross margin levels for both retail and distribution for Q3 and 9M. So if you can just highlight what margin improvement activities that you've undertaken to ensure that this has happened.
See what price hike we have taken in the first quarter. Okay, so the product came in the second quarter. So the margin we are seeing hike is because of the new product that came in during the festive season. And in distribution, what has happened is the price of the raw material has become a little unstable. So that has given rise to the margin in distribution business.
Okay, sir. And so Q4, what are the kind of margins can we expect, or was it that Q3 was a festive season, that's why we've seen peak margins here?
In retail, their margin would be less because the USS season will come in and it is already started. So your margin will shrink. But yeah, I think in distribution, their margin will remain the same.
Okay, sir. And I just have a final question. I was referring to the geographical reach slide in your presentation. So in East, we have more or less similar kind of retail stores and distribution. I'm talking just percentage-wise. But when I see in South, you have more of retail stores, while in North, you have more of distribution stores. So what is fundamentally different in these two geographies, if you can highlight that you've chosen this distribution strategy for North and East?
We are mainly focusing East. Okay, and we don't have so much presence in distribution either in North or on South. Maybe there are distributors, but since we are now consolidating the distribution business, we are focusing on the distributors of the East. And in South, in retail, we have already 150 stores, so that's the reason we are doing around 22 to 23% of our sales from South.
Okay. And finally, a bookkeeping question, last. What was our advertising spend till 9M FY24?
Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Around 6 crores of advertising expenses have been done in 9 months FY24.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nakul Doshi, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So my first question was that if you could throw some light on the performance of our subsidiary company, which is present in Bangladesh, our Khadim Shoe Bangladesh Limited for the quarter, that would be great.
There is no operation in Bangladesh company because now we are rectifying the Indian business. So we decided to just go away with the Bangladesh business operation. Once our Indian business and our distribution business settles, then only we'll look forward for the Bangladesh business.
Okay, so in near future also we are not planning to enter the Bangladesh business?
We have some plan, but that is a little bit a different style. We don't want to put our finance and operation. If we are a registered brand in Bangladesh, if we get someone who can manufacture on our behalf, then we can think it differently. But at present, we don't have any such plans going forward.
Okay, and what is our SSSG and volume growth for the retail segment?
For the Q3, the SSSG is at the same level, but the volume growth in Q3 is around 17% in our COCO stores.
And how do we expect this to grow in the coming quarters?
See, as I told you, fourth quarter there is no festive is there, so there will be as we have seen, other than the festive season, the demand is muted. So once again in festive that will come is in Eid, So I think the fourth quarter, I think we are trying to keep the same level of volume that we have done in the fourth quarter FY23.
Okay. And one more last question from my side. Like, our other expenses have increased in this quarter. So, like, what was the major reason behind that?
The main reason in this other expense increase is the festive season, which was in Q3, where we do, as I have told in the first question, that we do all promotional and expenses for the consumer, gifting and all these things. We give gifts for purchasing for more than 1,000, then more than 2,000 and 3,000, both in our COCO and our CEO and in our franchisee. Also, we have done advertisement during the puja time, so that has increased the other expenses in quarter Q3 FY24.
Okay, got it. That's it from my side.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Nirav Shah from ASP Finserv. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, just wanted to know how much capex do we have planned or penciled in, and how we are going to intend to finance it for the next quarter or full year?
Next year, as we have planned of 25 COCOs and also refurbishment of our existing stores. So we have planned a retail capex of around 12 crores, and also for that we have raised the equity which will be utilized for funding that capex.
Okay. So that equity raising is through the
Yes.
I'm not sure. From how do we raise the equity?
We have made a preferential allotment and already.
Okay. So that's from the internal accrual only you are going to finance it?
No, internal. The promoter has invested and non-promoters are also invested in this preferential allotment of around 15 CR. So that will be completed by this year end, and that fund will be utilized solely for expansion and refurbishment.
Okay. And which are the geographical areas that the new stores is going to come out?
We would be opening new stores in eastern region and southern region. Maximum in eastern region.
Eastern region. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Thank you. As there are no further questions from the participants, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Sumit Khaitan for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining the call. I would also like to thank the management for sparing the time and answering the questions today. We are Orient Capital Investor Relation Advisors to Khadim Ltd. For any queries, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you to all.
On behalf of Khadim Ltd, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.